Welcome back, guys. It's your favorite trainer, Kathy from Kathy Fitness. We have your favorite chiropractor, Dr. Brenda Yee from Nurture Family Chiropractic. Today we're going to be talking about what really is your core. There are a lot of misconceptions about your core, so we're going to kind of dive into that a little deeper. So without further ado, I'm just going to pass it off to Dr. Yee, and she's going to get into it.
Thanks, Kath. So your core is a loose term that people will say is, your abs or something else along those lines.
Get that six-pack.
Yeah, get that six-pack. So your core really is your entire circumference of your trunk. That includes your abs, your obliques, and your back muscles. So it's pretty much everything but your limbs. So why is that so important? Your core acts like a stabilizing structure for your spine. So that helps you to move through different ranges of motion and allows you to have a rigid structure for your limbs to move about. And that also allows you to transfer forces between your arm to your leg or from your leg to your arm. So when you're doing dynamic motions, like say a baseball throwing or a baseball player throwing a ball, then you're able to transfer all of that elastic forces through your tissues, and your core is crucial in those kinds of motions. So we're going to go through a different variety of exercises to help you stabilize your core and strengthen its function. And so we're going to have Kath here demonstrate this.
And before we get into demonstration, one kind of visual about your core and your core and your spine. So let's say if your spine was kind of a stick, your core would be all the anchors that help to keep it nice and stable. And if you didn't have those anchors, do you ever see when you're driving by and you see those promotions of those kind of like red or bright blow up humans which kind of going everywhere in the wind? That's what you look like without your core. So we are going to get into some fun exercises going to help stabilize your abdominals and other core muscles. So let's get to it. So to further what we're discussing, we're going to go over a few core exercises that are going to help to strengthen your core muscles and to really help stabilize your body when you're going through different movements. And we have a fun one at the end, which is going to be great if you want to challenge your abs with a friend. So stay tuned so you catch our very last one. All right, let's get into it. So we're going to start with just a regular plank. Dr. Yee is going to cue me through it.
All right. So with your regular plank, you're going to be on your elbows and about 90 degrees to your shoulder. You're going to be on both your toes here, like such. And you're going to make sure that your hips are nice and flat and that your spine is nice and straight. So when you're doing this kind of exercise, your core is definitely engaged, and that is what helps you maintain this position.
Common mistakes is glutes falling in, and then you're creating that kind of arch in your lower back where your back's taking most of the pressure, or coming a bit too high and then you're taking a lot of the pressure off your abdominals as well.
Another common mistake is when your shoulders start to sag. So you can see here Kath is in a really good position, but if he just lets his shoulders sag in, then this is also creating an unfavorable position for producing good results with this exercise. So Kath is going to demonstrate some variations now.
So the next variation is going to build off the plank, and so why this one's really good is because it's going to help you to stabilize your abdominals through movement. So this is really good for athletes who have to do any rotations, so like baseball players or lacrosse players have to turn and throw the ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to assume your regular plank position, and then you're going to thread the needle. So start nice and high and then come right through, stabilizing your abs while rotating. So that's one. The second one is going to be for your obliques. So up on your side in a side plank. And so what you're going to do is you're going to bring the leg on top, and you're going to nice and slowly control back and forward. So when you're coming over, you want to do it nice and slow. Common mistake will be if you just drop it, because then you're really not controlling the movement as you're going back and forth. That's going to be the second one. The third one we're going to do is bird dog. So again, Dr. is going to cue me through it.
So same thing, you're going to be on both your knees about hip width apart. You're going to be on both your hands about shoulders width apart, and you're going to be at really nice 90-degree angles here. So what we're going to do is have Kathleen contract his core first to stabilize everything, and we're going to have him lift the opposite leg and the opposite arm. So Very good. And you can see here, Kath is making a really nice straight line through his body. So that's what we want to do. We don't want him to go back into the position, Kath. We don't want him to twist his body. We don't want him to have to create any kind of rotation movement in his spine, because what we really want to focus on is creating a really nice stable core to allow these limbs to move freely.
So are you guys ready? Drum roll for the very last one in a second. Like Dr. Yi, assume a straight arm plank position. Your partner is going to hold onto your ankles and drop a leg one at a time. You're going to contract your abs and core to bring your leg back to the starting position. So thanks for watching, guys. If there's anything you'd want us to cover, let us know in the description below and we will make a video on it. If you did enjoy watching this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to post Dr. Yi's website in the description below so you can check it out. If you need any chiropractic help, you know who to call. So we will catch you next time. Au revoir.
No, you gotta clap in the middle. There you go. You're falling back.
Alright, cool.
Okay, cool.